curious and know if it's on my path, it's exactly what I need. 'Cause I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free to be authentically me. I am free to be authentically me.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Pacific Coast. How are you doing today? You look great. As Tori says, I have the best seat in the house. Going to check you all out. Well, welcome to each of you gathered with us here in the sanctuary and those of you on YouTube. And a special warm welcome to those who are here for the first time. We're so glad that you found us and that you're here. My name's Valerie, and I'm blessed to be a practitioner here at Pacific Coast, and I get to be your host today. We're going to have a lot of fun. So before we get started, we're going to do a little housekeeping. If you parked behind someone, please fill out a card with your name and cell phone number. You can get it from our beautiful welcome team and just place it on your windshield, and then whoever is you're blocking can call you afterwards. And then also silence your phones. Everybody take your phones out, silence them so that, we don't get interrupted during the service. We don't want God to call us on your cell phone. But then remember when church is over to turn it back on so that person that you're blocking can call you. So today's experience, this month, the theme is growing an abundance consciousness. And today we have a super extra special guest that I know many of you are looking forward to hearing and are excited about. Rev Josh Reeves grew up in this spiritual community. Yes. He gave his very first talk here in 2004. And then for those of you that don't know Reverend Josh, he was senior minister here for 7 years. And now he is the senior minister at Mile High Church, and we are just delighted to have him here with us today. His message today is circulation, the rhythm of life. So give one more round of applause for Reverend Josh. Yes, 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 we're so excited. And it takes a village to put on this service. It doesn't just happen. We have a whole team that comes together that's really responsible for creating this beautiful experience. First off, our music team, Melissa, Des, Michael, and Benj. We love our music team. We're so blessed and so grateful and thankful for you. And then we've got a whole group of practitioners that come together. We've got Rachel on platform, Marjorie doing service support, and Travis led a gorgeous meditation, and Mary is supporting our youth today. And we want to acknowledge our beautiful and wonderful youth director, Winda Arcala. She's taking a much needed vacation today, but the youth program still goes on and under her direction. So I'm representing our leadership council. We have Terry. He's going to tell you everything that's going on today. So pay attention when he's up here so you'll know what's happening. And we couldn't do it without our production team. We have Lorraine and Matt and John, and thank you to them. And then also a heartfelt thank you to our hospitality and welcome team. They're both led by Lily Wells and Janet Morrish. So let's begin the fun. Yes. So our annual theme this year is cleaning up together. And this year we commit to clearing away what no longer serves us in our hearts, our habits, and our community. Through conscious practice, we transform shadow into insight, resistance into willingness, and fear into freedom. Together we rise. And let us read our affirmation together. We affirm together, I courageously clean up old beliefs, patterns, and stories that no longer serve my highest good. I honor the sacred journey from mess to mastery, knowing that every step, muddy and miraculous, moves me toward greater clarity and truth. Like the lotus, I rise with grace, remembering I am supported, guided, and never alone on this path. Oh, all right. So now we're at the time in our service where we just take a little pause and a breath. And I'd like to invite up Rachel Rosen to light our candle. This light that we're thinking about lighting, I want you all to just take a pause. This is we get to pause now. And as we pause, while someone gets a lighter to support Precious Rachel, we can think about the light that we all are, right? Like, so just take a moment and realize, right? What's our spiritual principle? It's oneness, right? And we are all that light, right? So just connect with the light that you are. Like, really feel that. Feel that light that you are. See that light. See the candle lighting in your own being, in your own heart, in your own soul. Yes. Yes. And now we symbolically light our candle that represents the light that we are as a community, and a reminder that we shine brighter when we stand together. And Rachel will now give us our invocation.
Good morning, I'm Rachel. I am a practitioner here. And as a side note, I've been a practitioner almost as long as Reverend Josh has been a minister. And I'm very, very grateful for that. So let's just bring ourselves into the center of our own circle, the center of this place, the center of where we stand, where we sit, right here, right now. So I invite you to take this breath in, and knowing that that replaces, that pushes out any and all thoughts, extraneous, important, imperative, that we think they are, and just let them fall gently to the ground, knowing that they will be there if we choose to pick them up again. And so please join me in recognizing the divine presence, the one power, one mind, one love, that is the true source of all good. It is the source of my life. It is the source of our life, right here, right now. I am absolutely one with this infinite and eternal power as it moves through my being with grace and ease, abundance and gratitude, wisdom and love, balance and joy. As this is true for me, I know that it must be true for everyone listening to my voice right now. And I bless this service. I bless everyone who is present, whether on Zoom or right here in person, affirming that it is as it is given to us, we in turn give back to others, as we live in a reciprocal universe of love and compassion, supported by an infinite givingness that I call grace. Each of us is a living, breathing blessing. As I speak these words, I trust that divine intelligence receives and abundantly returns everything I have affirmed, and I accept this good with an open heart. With absolute conviction in the truth and the power of these words, I let go and let God, knowing that right now this service is overflowing with the blessings of abundant good. And so it is.
Good morning. Full house. Thanks, Reverend Josh. It's always like this. No. Anyway, welcome to our Sunday service. My name is Terry Anderson. I am the treasurer on the Leadership Council here at Pacific Coast. So let's get started. Can we read together our collaboration vision? Through mindful and respectful exploration, we are creating a healthier foundation that supports and engages a whole beloved community equipped to launch new strategies for a thriving spiritual center. And so it is. And next, I will read the inclusion statement and invite you at the end to read the last line. I want to remind everyone this month is I have it written down. It is Disability Pride Month. So take that in. For those with disabilities, this is their time to rejoice, and we stand fully behind everyone. So our inclusion statement, I will read. We know all life is interconnected and sacred. We cultivate active care of the earth and honor all creation. We are committed to being a unified community where everyone is included and has equal access to actualize their full potential, regardless of race, color, religion, ethnicity, I always get that wrong, age, gender identity, sexual orientation, background, physical or mental ability. And with me, would you please repeat? We live in loving, respectful coexistence with all. That feels right. That feels right. So, community announcements. Okay, so for anyone here, if your birthday is in July, we welcome you to stand up, and so we can honor you with our birthday wishes. Woo!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Woo! Happy birthday to you, and the ushers handed out some cards for a free session with a practitioner. So for those of you, it's your birthday in July, enjoy. Okay, so now coming up Tuesday is Exploring Roots. This is the next Science of Mind course that, again, begins this Tuesday, in case you didn't hear that. Do you ever wonder who Ernest Holmes' teachers were? In this class, we will study the writings of three giants in the early New Thought movement. First, Ralph Waldo Emerson, the distinguished New England philosopher and essayist, Thomas Troward, an eminent British jurist and metaphysician. That's so easy to do. And Emma Curtis Hopkins, a greatly respected American teacher and mystic, often called the teacher of teachers. These New Thought pioneers influenced Ernest Holmes in his early part of life. Exploring Roots is a 10-week class on Zoom. It starts on Tuesday, again. The prerequisite for this class, you must have taken one of our foundational classes, either Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, or Spiritual Practices and Principles. The cost is $210, and again, it's on Zoom for 10 weeks. So that sounds wonderful. Next, we have with Casey Howe, we have Taking Back Your Mind. Now, Casey is pretty interesting. He's been here before. So this is a 4-week interactive course designed to help you cultivate clarity and as well emotional resilience, and independent thinking in an age of constant distraction, misinformation, and digital overload. Drawing from mindfulness, psychology, neuroscience, and timeless contemplative thinking. Did so well at home. No. This practical program offers tools to recognize manipulation, regulate difficult emotions, strengthen attention, and respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and compassion. Whether you're looking to reduce stress, navigate today's media landscape with greater discernment, or simply live and with more presence and intention, Take Back Your Mind offers a practical path towards greater mental freedom and well-being. It's a 4-week class hosted on Zoom. Casey Howe is returning to the Pacific Coast. He is a Dharma teacher with over 35 years of meditation practice, including 6 years in retreat centers and more than a decade teaching contemplative practice focused on clarity and stability. He's taught here before, and an amazing instructor, amazing insights. So sign up for this class. It is $120 for early bird, and again, it starts on August 12th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. All right. So without further ado, and the winner of our Lunch with Reverend Veronica raffle is Sylvia. Woo. Where's Yay. Thank you to all who have purchased raffle tickets for this mini fundraiser. So if you're not Sylvia and you really wanted to win this Lunch with Rev V, well, maybe if you ask nicely, maybe Rev V can have a private lunch with you as well. Of course, you will be paying. So. And, oh yes, and she's not cheap. So, hey, she said it, not me. So on to the thank yous from the Leadership Council. First, I want to give a special thanks to they're called the hospitality team, the fellowship team. They're the amazing team that makes sure we get fed and every week. And they're also called the Kitchen Angels. So this is led by Lily Wells. Steve Wells has to help. And then we have Terry Scolari, Jessica Scherer, Donna Fries, Karen Stern, Jill Swanson, Diane Ronner, Sarah and Lori Holmes Winterrut, Janice Guevara, Liz Bulletin, Pam Watanabe, Tori Senna, April Hannon, and Dina Victorino. Did I miss anyone on that team? No. And anyone else who wants to help. You'll have a lot of company back there. So thank you to that team. They're just wonderful. And I also want to shout out to our welcome team. Those people you met when you came in, hopefully, and they blocked your way and then gave you a hug or a welcome. This is led by Janet Mirage, and the welcome team members are Cheryl King. She also waters the plants. Thank you, Cheryl. Deborah Hall, Florette Krugman, and if anyone wants that job of watering plants, speak to me. Diane Ronner, Gina Overholt, Sarah Holmes, and Donna West. Thank you to all of you that helped with the welcome team. And our last thank you goes to the Hefferlin Foundation. We have just received a Hefferlin grant for $7,788. And this is going to be used to change the flooring in the children's room over in the office over there. So it is such a blessing when you put abundance out there, when you put prosperity out there. It's always answered. So thank you to the Hefferland Foundation. And so now we invite you to go within as the bowls are played, showing yourself a few moments to become, so allow yourself a few moments to become still, breathe deeply, and simply be present. Following the bowls, we'll continue our meditation with today's music meditation, right here, right now, written by our music director, Melissa Lewis. Woo! And lovingly offered by our music team. So take this time to relax, reset, and receive. Marjorie?
Right here and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go. Gonna let it fade away. Right here and right now. I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart right now, right here and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go, gonna let it fade away right here and right now. I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart, and how my mind can turn and twist and spin, just begging for some peace. That's how I know it's time to go within, be still and just breathe. Right here and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go, gonna let it fade away. Right here and right now. I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart, and with each breath I'll go deeper in this space and ground myself from the peace within this place. I can feel the love, it's flowing all around me, right here, right now. Yeah, I can feel the love, it's flowing all around me, right here, right now.
My name is Rachel. I'm a practitioner, and I'm graced with the joy of being able to speak this morning. And so I invite us to stay in that centered place, breathing in oneness, oneness with the source of life, letting go of feeling scattered, breathing in divine wholeness, letting go, feeling splattered, breathing in peace, letting go of feeling shattered. Wherever I am, I accept and participate in the abundance of good in my life. I'm calling this talk Creating the Container, and I want to explore what goes into this activity. If I'm creating a container for what I want to receive, then I need to ask, what do I even want to receive? How big can I imagine it for myself? I recently had a dream in which I was told very clearly that if I went up to window 6 somewhere, someone would give me a certain amount of money. And then I had to think about how much would that or should that be? Was it $100, $600, maybe a few thousand? It confused me. So what I did instead was to focus on the feeling that I wanted to have, the elation of being given to, the joy of receiving, the freedom I might want to feel in spending this. I also had to wrestle with the question, how much do I feel comfortable in receiving so that I don't step beyond my means? What do I think I deserve? And what can I actually handle? To begin with, I realized that I need to ground myself in gratitude for all the good I already claim as mine, and to feel not righteous about it, but that I absolutely deserve all that I am given in the past, in the present, and into the future. That's a challenge right there. Then I need to consider what I have already freely given throughout my life: money, time, consciousness, compassionate and loving acts, respectful silence and sitting with a friend in need, supporting a cause I believe in, squeezing someone's hand to show I'm being intentionally present and understand something about what they're feeling. There are so many other examples, and it would be a really worthwhile exercise for any of us to catalog all the ways we have already given of ourselves quite naturally, without thinking, along with all the ways that we've received the goodness of life. But are we still trying to feel that we have to deserve any of our good? What we need to know is that we are part of a reciprocal universe of good, so that as we participate in sharing our energy, we expect that the good must be returned in some way and be capable of receiving it in all the big and small ways that it comes to us. What I really want to feel is joy and lightness in participating in an infinite field of divine givingness. Recently, I moved to a place with a decent-sized backyard, and I've come to love sitting out there to watch and listen to the squirrels, the hummingbirds, butterflies, doves, and other birds, and to drink in the colors and unique shapes of the flowers that grow on the bushes surrounding my yard. I feel full when I simply sit and observe the abundance and variety of nature, and I receive it with gratitude and a feeling that I really can't name. Maybe it's appropriate humility, when I realize that I'm just a part of all of this, happy to know that they and I share this existence together. Remember, I said at the beginning of this that it was about creating the container. When you realize that true abundance really has no limits, you then have the space to become that limitless container for love. I recently read a passage from the June issue of Science of Mind magazine in which a phrase popped out at me that caused me to stop and contemplate the idea of inviting love in. So I'd like to read that for you now. I invite love in where I feel abandoned, wrecked, left on a deserted island. I invite love in where I am too scared to be by myself, too weak to ask for help, too full of my shields and armor to let go and trust something or someone stronger, clearer, and more loving than I feel. I invite love into those rooms of my being that are empty, waiting, silent. I invite love into those other rooms too full of shame, regrets, self-loathing. I invite love in for companionship, warmth, new visions. I invite love in for strength, clarity, boldness, and courage. I invite love in so I don't feel so alone, on my own, without a home. I invite love in for laughter, joy, higher vision. I invite love in because it beckons me, beguiles me, opens me, supports me. I invite love because who am I without it? So I wish you all a full, loving, and abundant life. Thank you.
What if we could find a way to laugh, love, and pray? And all of the choices we make would bring a brighter day. And what if there were no boundaries to keep us apart? What if the only thing we made was music, love, and art? What if we all knew we were one, 'cause we understood the world would be a perfect place to love if only we could? You can say I'm just a dreamer, but I believe it's a good thing. You can ignore the dreamer, but you can't deny the dream. And I say I'm a true believer, and what I'm so certain of is no matter what the question, I know the answer. The answer's always love. And what if there were no problems that we couldn't solve? What if the only thing we needed to do was get involved? What if we knew we were one, 'cause we understood this world would be a perfect place to love if everyone would? You can say I'm just a dreamer, but I believe it's a good thing. You can ignore the dreamer, but you can't deny the dream. And I say I'm a true believer, but what I'm so certain of is no matter what the question, I know the answer. The answer's always love. So tell me now why we all seem to love to hate so much. If love's a sweet thing, yeah, this world needs, we can't love enough. You can say I'm just a dreamer, but I believe it's a good thing. You can ignore the dreamer, but you can't deny the dream. And I say I'm a true believer, what I'm so certain of. No matter what the question, I know the answer. The answer's always love.
Thank you, Melissa, Des, and team. How beautiful. Oh, I don't want to turn around and see that dopey face there. Look at that. Does that stay up the whole time? Good morning, everyone. I'm so honored and grateful to be here this morning. This is a homecoming for me, and I've been away from home for a while. I'm so grateful to you. I know this is a new church, Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living, but this community is a part of a legacy of incredible practitioners and prayerful, amazing people. And all my success in ministry is because of the spiritual communities that help create what you're co-creating together today. And Reverend Veronica, congratulations on being here. And my experience here is I didn't get to grow a congregation, but I was grown into the minister that I am, and so I wish you the same beautiful gift. I get the opportunity to speak to you this morning on circulation, the rhythm of life. And many, many centuries ago, someone got up and declared it is better to give than to receive. What a sucker. Receiving's where it's at. Christmas gifts, kindness, joy, as Rachel so beautifully facilitated, love. Social science is teaching us that the key to happiness is feeling loved. And most of us, we are loved, but we're not that good at feeling it. We're not that good at receiving the love that's coming our way. Receiving is very important. All that being said, perhaps giving is the highest form of receiving. Perhaps the greatest form of receiving is giving from a heart that is fully received the good of life, the blessing of life. So maybe that person wasn't such a sucker after all. It reminds me a little bit of another phrase. You can't have your cake and eat it too. We all know that one. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Here I am. Here's my cake. Here I am eating my cake. It works just like that, doesn't it? The great science fiction writer Ursula Le Guin pointed out that it should probably read, you can't have your cake and keep it too. Oh, that's what it means. I can't eat my cake and hold on to it. And this is the heart of this question of circulation and the rhythm of life. I can have my childhood, but I can't keep it. I can have my children, but I can't keep them. I can have my ministry, but I can't keep it. I can have a marriage, but I can't keep it. I can have a ministry, and I can't keep it. I can have a father, a mother, can't keep it. And there's this thing about the circulation and the rhythm of life is the joy is in eating the cake. And the suffering and the despair and the challenges is in trying to keep the cake, right? And a lot of us are walking around with a lot of stale cake. And so this is what I want to convey in the message that I get to share with you today is circulation, the rhythm of life. Also, eat the cake. And here's why. Because in our religious science philosophy is an almost outrageous idea. It's an idea that's exclusively unique to our denomination. I know we're inclusive of all the different faiths, but there's this really unique and profound idea at the heart of the science of mind that is not in any other religious philosophy in the same kind of way. And it's this. It's that you are surrounded by an infinite good. That our good is all around us. Isn't that absurd sounding? But that's what we're called to recognize as truth. There is a principle in this life that knows what good is, even beyond your belief of what it might be. And it is consistently operating for you if you can eat the cake as opposed to try to cling to it. It's a beautiful bakery shop style of idea until you realize how challenging it is, because Ernest Holmes also says to us, he says, how much can we see? How much can we accept? How much can we find in our own consciousness that is no longer repudiated by our own denials? Whatever that is, that much we can have. So we have to identify this feeling of good and build a relationship with it. Every year I build some affirmations for myself. I'll build 4 every year. I'm just going to share one with them. I've said it every morning this year and brought it into prayer, and it is this. My good is all around me. I engage with it profoundly. My good is all around me. I engage with it profoundly. One time you want to say it with me? Yeah. My good is all around me. I engage with it profoundly. And when you're not just saying it because it sounds cute or we think it's some sort of magic spell, it's something that grows in us. Because when I first say that affirmation, my good is all around me, I engage with it profoundly, I get to first think about the way that I want to see good show up. Making my kids happy, success in my spiritual community, taking care of my body, being abundant and prosperous. But then the spiritual challenge comes in, because I also get to recognize that there is this place, it's a real place where your thinking ends and this good begins. There is a place where thinking ends and this good begins. And our purpose as human beings is to filter in this incredible blessing of life. To realize that good and joy and love and happiness, you exist not to try to figure out what they are, but to become them, to channel them, to bring them forth, to be able to affirm it at some level. The kingdom of good within me is truly what shall govern all that is around me. There's a kingdom of good within me that can govern all that is around me. And so this practice goes from, I want good to look like this and that's all well and good, but there's a good that knows better than I do. And it can operate in my life. It may make things look a little crooked before it makes them look straight, but that has to do with my lack of faith in this good, my lack of understanding of this good. And that's the call for me in that spiritual practice. My good is all around me. I engage with it profoundly, and I have no clue what it may look like. The connection that I might make, the song that I might hear, the call to dance in spontaneous fashion with my daughter. That good. That's the good that I want for you today. That's circulation and the rhythm of life. But a few ways to share with you today. I love you, Carla. It's so good to see you. There's a few ways we get in the way of it. And the first thing that we do to get in the way of this infinite good that wants to come into our lives is we cling to meh. Meh might be my word of the year. I think it's more of a verb than a noun. You know, I med my way to the counter to make a sandwich. I met my way. You know, we can all say meh. It feels kind of good. But a lot of us, we live in a consciousness of meh. It's mediocrity. If I were to say to you, let go of every bad thing in your life, just let it go, that wouldn't be hard to do. But a lot of us, we cling back to keeping the cake, right? We cling to things that are kind of, sort of, maybe good. Because we have that lack of faith or belief that there is a greater good that would come forth if we let that kind of, sort of, meh thing go. And you know what I'm talking about. It's that kind of meh relationship that maybe served you for a while, but it's a little toxic now. It's that habit that soothed you at first, but now it's increasing your anxiety. It's that way you talk to yourself, that you shouldn't talk to yourself that way anymore. You think you're trying to protect yourself with these things, but no. The best thing you can do for good in your life is to play the willing, courageous role to let everything go. Let everything in your life go. I don't mean throw it away. I mean, let it become. Release control and see what happens. And what I promise you is everything that does not belong in your life will go away. And everything that's meant to stay there, you'll realize it did not need keeping. It just needed enjoying, eating, loving, nourishing. When we cling to meh, we keep the good from expanding in our lives. Eric Butterworth, who wrote The Great Spiritual Economics, had a powerful spiritual affirmation. He said, I establish myself in the limitless substance of God, and I have abundance. It's a big one. I establish myself in the limitless substance of God, and I have abundance. And that means two things to me. One is when you do that, you come fully present. You realize that limitless substance of God, that all good we're talking about, it's something that's here and now. So if you think your good is something back there, it's always right here and right now. If you want to create good in your life, embrace the good of that cup of coffee. Embrace the good in that conversation in front of you. Now is what builds that momentum of good to keep going in your life. The other thing it means is that surrender, we might say, to recognizing that I've been living in my construction in the universe, and it's time to actually live in God's universe again. It's time to stop living in the universe of what I think is, to step into an experience of what really is, just to be open to how it might show up and demonstrate in my life. But as someone who maybe has an issue with control or two, anyone else here? I'm the only one. Again, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, it's still there. It's still there. To realize my good doesn't need me to control it. My good doesn't need me to direct it. My good doesn't need me to cling and keep. It needs me to trust in this presence, this all good presence to show up and demonstrate for me in profound new ways. Another thing that we do sometimes when it comes to our good is we convince ourselves that what was is greater than what is. Homework assignment for you. Every once in a while this week, just pause. I like to build anchor points. You can set your alarm on the phone, but that's very mechanical. But just be like, when I put my head to bed at night, I'm going to ask myself this question. As I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to ask myself this question. The question is, what is the story I'm telling myself about my good right now? What is the story I'm telling myself about my good right now? And I know, you don't struggle in life like I do, but if anyone does a little bit, you might be horrified about what you hear sometimes. Things were so much better back then. or things would be so much better if A, B, and C happened. It's this denial, or again, a lack of faith that good is operating. I know it's hard to let go of things that are past. I know for some of us, we might say, I know there are fewer days ahead of me than behind me. The people that I love so much, the people I love most of my life, many of them perhaps have passed away and they're not here. But, and this is a charge of faith, I recognize this. Our founder tells us you never have to surrender that which belongs to freedom, only that which is opposed to it. All we're called to let go of in terms of the past is that which was temporary and was never meant to last forever. But when it comes to what is most precious and good about our past, those connections, that love that Rachel spoke so beautifully about, it's always here. It's always here. Many of you know I lost my father in 2024, and it was devastating for me. And it was like walking my inner child through his biggest fear, because the thing with Daddy, and I never called him Daddy before, but he's Daddy now. I'll tell you that. I think he taught me about death. And so my concept of death came from that. And I probably said something, Daddy, will you die one day? Yes, he said to me. And from that moment on, death, he wore it like an aura around his neck for me. The idea and the principle of his death was always there. So when he died, even as a 43-year-old, that little kid in me was shaken to his core. But you learn something about grief and letting go, that you're only letting go of what no longer belongs here anymore. And if you get it right, you get to hold on to what matters. Julia Samuel, who's a great psychologist, she put it this way. She said, we tend to think that grief begins with death, but really, grief begins the moment we sense something precious slipping away. Grief begins with love. And what I learned with my dad's passing, and I'm sad that he's gone and would do anything I could to change that. Don't take that the wrong way. But just like the principle of his death was all around him always, so was the principle of his life. That even in his lack of physical presence here, he's still with me. And in fact, I'd say I'm closer with him than ever. Is there sadness? Is there grief? Is there loss? But not in the eating, in the trying to keep, in the frustration of thinking I can control and keep all this stale cake in my life that needs to be let go of. It needs to be eaten or put in the trash, right? Enjoy your cake. And that's the thing, that what is always greater than what was. Norman Lear, who lived to be 103 years old, great sage who brought us All in the Family and Good Times and all these great shows. He used to put it this way. He would say, over and next. Life is about over and next. And he would move on from project to project. He'd say, he talks about being given an award and sharing with the crowd, as much as I love being here tonight, things are over, and I'm looking just as much forward to the cup of coffee that I'm going to have in the morning. That's faith. Life has been good. There are so many blessings that we have, and yet in this moment, can you open up to the understanding and realize you're not betraying anyone to say, today is the day that Spirit has made for me. It is the perfect day for me, for my good, for my love, for my connections. And the best of what was is always with me, always with me. But what's over is over. And what's next is next. And if we can step into that, we actually take what is best in the past with us. So look in your life and even make that list of where you see things as greater, what was or what is. And you're going to have a few what was's, but the more you can move into what is, the better off you're going to be, and the more you're going to be embracing this circulation and rhythm of life. Lastly today, another way we get in the way of the circulation of life is by thinking that we can't give what we want to others. Have you had that experience before? There's something you really want to give to someone and you can't, and it unintentionally puts you in a poverty consciousness. And what I've learned in time is even when you can't give the gift the way that you want to, try to give it anyways. What I mean by that is if you can't take your partner to Paris, buy them a travel guide to Paris and put a lovely note in it. Right. If you can't buy your kid a house, buy them a housewarming plant and a blessing and a prayer for their home. I mean it. Because when we think that we can't give, we hold back the real value we have in ourselves. We just need to be more creative. More creative. Nancy June, she was here when she was 4 months old. My daughter, she's over in the youth church today that her mother used to run there, and it's so special to have her here in this spiritual community today. But she turned 7 last year, and we were about a month away. And with the 7-year-old, you've got to ask about gifts. And Nancy June, what do you want for your birthday? And she was very clear. I want a rocket pack so that I can fly up to the clouds and eat one. How about a Barbie, right? So, okay, we'll wait. We'll give it a few days. Nancy, what do you want for your birthday? I want a rocket pack so that I can fly up to the clouds and eat one. Again and again and again. Same desire. So I'm her daddy and I love her, so I look into it. Jet packs are a real thing. They don't last that long, so the idea of really getting up to the clouds is going to be challenging. And some of you remember the Rocketeer. You shake around a bit up there. I'm going to guess that the FAA also probably frowns upon 7-year-olds putting jet packs on and flying up to the clouds to eat one. And did you know that eating clouds is a challenge? Science will tell us that as you eat a cloud, when it leaves your mouth, it will carry that moisture with it. And once it encounters the cool, cloudy air, it will condense. In other words, if you try to eat a cloud, you'll just burp out more cloud faster than you can eat it. What do you want for your birthday, Nancy? I want a rocket pack so I can fly up to the clouds and eat one. So for her birthday, she got a little keychain with a rocket on it and a fork. And she opened it up and she rolled her eyes. And she went on to the Barbies and things, but I made sure I took that little keychain and I hung it on her wall. One day, pardon my French, you know what, is going to tell her something that's not true about who she is. Somewhere in this life, something's going to come forward that challenges her dignity. Something's going to come forward and tell her that she can't take a jetpack and fly up to those clouds and eat one. But damn it, I want her to know that yes, she can. That our dreams are not always fulfilled to the exact reality of our specifications. Thank God. Right? But rocket pack up to the clouds so that you can eat one. You keep eating those clouds, Nancy. And what I want you to do is to keep eating those clouds. That you may think there's something you can't give to someone you love, that you may think there's not something you can give to yourself. Yes, you can, because you are surrounded by an infinite good that wants to express itself in, through, and around your life. Not tomorrow, not if you become acceptable by doing A, B, and C, and D. Right now, you are love-worthy, good-worthy, spirit-worthy, life-worthy. Get to eat in those clouds. To briefly pray, and I say this prayer in honor of all the wonderful practitioners and prayerful people who have built this spiritual community. Thank you, God, for your life in me, for the ability to appreciate, feel your grace, and to see. Thank you, God, for your love in me, the ability to joyfully give and to receive. Thank you, God, for your joy in me, the unconditioned spirit of pure bliss, pure light, pure being. Thank you, God, for your healing in me, for helping to let go of all that is not true so I can step into what is absolutely real. Thank you, God, for your life in me. And so it is. Amen.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Woke up past 8 today, my neighbor paid my meter. My boss gave me a raise, didn't even say the reason. There's kindness in the air, it takes me where I'm going. I think I'm happy and I know it, I know it. All these things keep going my way. I got a big old smile all over my face. Don't know why, but it keeps getting better, 'cause it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day ever. Ooh, 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 ooh. Best friends from out of town showed up in a stretch limo. The weather's perfect out, I'm rolling down that window. We got more energy than lights in New York City, and I'll never ever forget it, get it. Hey, all these things keep going my way. I got a big old smile all over my face. Don't know why, but it keeps getting better, 'cause it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day ever. Ooh, 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 ooh. All these things keep going my way. I got a big old smile all over my face. Don't know why, but it keeps getting better, 'cause it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day, yeah, it's the best day ever. The best day ever. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We love our music team, don't we? Yes, yes, yes. So amazing, so amazing. And Reverend Josh, wow, what a treat. What a treat. What a message. I took all kinds of notes here, but I love your affirmation, and I think it leads us perfectly into our giving time. My good is all around me. I engage with it profoundly, right? Like that's what we get to practice right now as we give. And then thank you for the Eric Butterworth quote. I establish myself in the limitless substance of God, and I have abundance, right? Yes, yes, yes. And this is your chance to live in God's universe. Every Sunday when we come to this part of giving, right, it's an invitation to live in God's universe and live in the overflow, right? We give from the overflow. So this is that time in our service where we get to practice the law of circulation. We get to live in the overflow. And perhaps, as Reverend Josh says, Giving is the greatest form. I think I might have this quote wrong. Giving is the greatest form of giving. Receiving is the greatest form of giving. Thank you. I wrote my notes wrong. My doctor's writing. I can't read it. Yeah. Right. So, I just invite our ushers up, right, as we are going to move into this time of giving. And our ushers today, thank you. Cheryl, Janet, Deborah, and Donna. Yeah. So, yes, Cheryl, yes, holding the space for us today. So let us read our affirmation together. We give with open hearts to this community with shared commitment and purpose. As we give, we prosper, cultivating growth, connection, and shared abundance for all. Yes. Thank you. And we want to make it easy on you. There's all kinds of ways to give. You can text to tithe. And if you haven't ever tried this, it's super cool. You can do a one-time gift, or maybe you want to actually set up an auto tithe. You can do that right over text. It's super easy. You can donate on our website, and you can donate via Venmo. Or if you're not into all those digital options, you can put cash, a check in the basket. Or if you're auto tithing and the basket comes around, put your love and energy into the basket, honoring that auto tithe that you already have set up. And if you need help setting up an auto tithe, see one of the board member, the leadership council. They'd love to help you get set up with that. So, practitioners, please stand. We are blessed to have licensed practitioners here at our center, and they're trained in deep listening, and they're grounded in the spiritual truth of your wholeness and your highest good, as demonstrated by Rachel's share this morning. And we'd be honored to pray with you. If you want to receive prayer live, you can come to our Prayer Happens Here sign. Or if you want to have a written prayer, you can put a prayer in the prayer box in the back, and the practitioners will pray for you all week. So I think we're at the time of our service to carry our light out into the world. Marjorie, will you bring our light out into the world? And as she carries this light out, we just open our circle, and this light carries our intentions of today's service. May it shine as a reminder for us to live and share. So let us exhale together, and now invite Rev Veronica to close us out with our beautiful benediction.
Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Good morning. What, has this been the best day ever or what? Yes. Thank you so much for just being here and sharing your heart and your beautiful message with us today. And so we are so grateful. Just let us know when you're ready to come back. We will welcome you with open hearts. Indeed. Yes. All right. So Pacific Coast, we do what we call is a moving benediction, okay? So if you are able, please stand so we can embody the truth of who we are. Music team, are you ready? All right. Okay. So the proclamation is that we are life. So let's declare it right here in this moment. Are you ready? Yes. What? Are you ready? Yes. There we go. Okay. Tell me, Pacific Coast and guests, what is happening right now? Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Yes, can you feel it? Yes, indeed. What do we call it? It is this thing called life. Absolutely. And where do we find this thing called life? Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. Life is all that we are. Yes. And what do we do with this thing called life? I receive it. I am it. And I share it with all. Yes, and you know, sometimes life can get a little crunchy, yes? Sometimes, but that's okay because how do we share life? Just the way it is and just the way it appears not. All right, Pacific Coast. We're going to feel and experience this thing called life right here and right now. Feel it as it flows through your feet. Feel it as it travels up your legs. Feel it as it fills your torso, your whole body. And is from this place of oneness with this thing called life, we say, thank you, life. Yes, yes, yes.
Look at us, we come together to celebrate ourselves and fill our cups. We soak it up, yeah, we surrender this energy, hey, now it fills us up. I feel L-O-V-E, the love. I feel L-O-V-E, the love. It's in you, it's in me. We are one family, and I L-O-V-E, love the way we love. Take this feeling that we magnified. Don't bottle it up, no, let it come alive. 'Cause Lord knows this world's upside down. It's up to us, we got to turn it back around. Spread your